Good afternoon. Hi, everyone. I'm going to mute you all. Also trying to figure out how to block the screen so I am pinned. Give me a second here. Here we go. Got it. All right, we'll give people one more minute. All right, I'm going to be checking my computer in case anyone joins us late, but we'll go ahead and get started. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Before I forget, I put this in the chat notes. I made a playlist of mine public on Spotify. If you want to pull that up, I think you'd have to do it on a separate device like your phone, and play that as we practice today. So I'm not going to put on any music today. And then the other is that Ease is setting up a donate button on their website, but in the meantime, if you'd like to donate, you can send to Ease anything, your donation to my Venmo account, and I'll send it to Ease. So I have a block that I just find useful. We're going to start with some pranayama today to sit on. So you can use a folded up towel or a pillow. Anything else just to get your hips raised up above your knees. And let your hands rest on your thighs. And one. Okay. So if anyone can't hear me, write me a chat, but I think you should be able to hear me. Double check. Let the arms and shoulders soften. And begin to shift the breath in and out of the nose, if that's comfortable. Just take a moment, bringing your awareness to your spine, lean forward, back, side to side, and try to find yourself centered on your sit bones. And draw the shoulders back in space, directly over the hips. Letting the spine be light and the neck soft. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. Once more, inhale. And exhale. And returning the breath in and out of the nose, maybe beginning to lengthen the breath a bit. Drawing out the inhalations and exhalations. Just bringing your awareness to your sense of touch. So noticing where the body is in contact with the floor, hands in contact with the thighs. I have the fan on so I can feel the air from the fan. Maybe noticing the air entering and leaving the nostrils. And then bringing the awareness to hearing, noticing sounds far away from you, the wind, the rain. Noticing sounds closer, maybe in your home, miraculously. Mine is quiet. And then in a room. And then noticing the sound of your own breath. And we'll close the eyes again, but if you want to, just flutter them open for a moment. You're going to take your right hand and use your thumb and your ring finger on your nose. The thumb goes on the right nostril and the ring finger on the left nostril, and then the two fingers in between I like to place right on the third eye, the center of the forehead. So if you can find that position, and once you do, let the eyes close once more. Without closing off the nostrils, just visualizing breathing in through the right side of the body for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 3, 2, 1. And then open the left to exhale. 4, 3. Just visualizing for now. 2, 1. And then inhaling through the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And slowly exhale. And then hold the breath out. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll add on. So this time closing off the left. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Close off both. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the left. 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the left. 3, 2, 1. Close. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Open the right. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. And then hold it out. 3, 2, 1. We'll do about 2 more cycles like this on your own. About 1 more cycle. Finish up your next one. After you finish, just release the hand down to the leg. Take a big breath in through the nose. And exhale very slowly through the nose. And as you're ready, flutter the eyes open. And go ahead and roll over to hands and knees. So bringing the hands directly under the shoulders, knees directly under the hips, and nice and lined up. And then we'll come right into cat-cows. Inhale and drop the belly. Chest opens up. And then exhale, scoot the belly up. Following your breath. So take 1 more cycle here. We'll be closing the eyes. And then come to a flat back and walk your hands off your mat over to the right. And we'll take a few cycles here, inhaling to arch and exhaling to grip. Inhaling as you arch, let the left ribs really open up, feeling the space between each rib stretch out. Make sure you're staying with the breath. And we'll take one more cycle here. And then come into a flat back again, walk over to the other side. Same thing, inhale arch. Exhale curve. And those right ribs open up. And take one more big full breath. And walk yourself back to the center. From here, we're going to come right into downward dog for a moment. So dig the toes, lift the knees, press yourself back. Knees might stay a little soft for now. Work on shifting the weight back into your legs so you're not hovering up here over your shoulders, pressing back. Maybe begin to straighten the legs a little bit, pedal the feet. And then find stillness, and I just want to notice where your heels are and where your calves are right now at this moment. And then go ahead and lower the knees again, connect the hands and knees. You're going to take your right shin and cross it so the shin is right on the back of your left knee. And both knees are on the ground. And then walk yourself back. You get sensitive pretty quickly here. But you don't have to come all the way back. You can control your own resistance. Just letting that right shin kind of dig in the left calf, and then you can go to rock side to side here a little bit. And then walk yourself forward to release that tension and lower the shin so it's right at the medius part of the calf. And then do the same thing. Sit back, rock side to side a bit. And then walk yourself up. Last time, walking the shin down to the lower part of the calf. Lower down. For a different muscle. Equal. And then walk yourself up and hands, and we'll take downward dog once more and just see if you can notice the difference between the sides. Might be that your left heel now gets a little closer than the right, or at least that you feel less resistance in that calf. And go ahead and lower the knees, and we'll do the other side. So left shin, get it all the way up right behind the knee first. That right knee, and then walk it back, rock side to side. Take a couple deep breaths, make sure you're not holding the breath. And then walk it forward, lower right to the medius part of the calf, sit back. And give yourself a little movement. Breathe deeply. And last time, lower all the way down. The seat, right above the Achilles tendon, basically. And go ahead and release. We'll take downward dog once more. Really shifting the weight back. This time lift the heels up high. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, reach the heels further back than they were before. We'll do that once more. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, see if you can get the creases out of the fronts of the ankles. And then walk the hands back about a foot. And we'll reach the right hand to the outside of the left ankle and start to twist, peeking under your left armpit. And release and switch. Under the right armpit. And then release. Walk the hands back out, so in your full downward facing dog. Take a breath in and out. And then lower the knees. Knees can be together or apart. Come into child's pose. Stay with your breath here. Inhaling, fill up the back, feeling your ribs expand. Exhale, let the chest soften. Take 2 more big breaths like that. Inhale, back expands. Exhale, chest softens. And last one. And then from here, just gaze forward and see if you can squeeze the elbows in and slither yourself down onto your belly. Extend the legs long behind you, hands are right beside the chest. Start by engaging the legs, squeezing the elbows in, and then on an inhalation, peel off the chest. Hold here, make sure you're not gazing up, you're looking slightly down and forwards, the neck is long. Check in with your legs, make sure you didn't forget about them, engage your hamstrings and glutes. Hold the belly in, squeeze the elbows and shoulders back, and release down. And we'll press up through a half push-up position on the knees. Move back to child's pose. Then dig the toes and lift the hips. Downward dog. Breath in, breath out. Gaze up at the hands, take baby steps with the feet, walk them up. Keep the feet nice and wide, bend the knees, grab opposite elbows and hang. Let the head go. Sway the body side to side. Find yourself centered between the feet. Release the arms, press into the feet, pull in through the belly, roll yourself up. And find your Tadasana, so feet might be together or slightly apart, whatever feels more stable today. Reach the arms up, grab onto your left wrist, reach over in the opposite direction. Not to let the hips sway too far here. We're just working on the upper side body. Relax the shoulder blade up. And come on up and switch. Grab the opposite wrist. And stretch. Give yourself a little hug with that bottom arm. Press firmly into both feet. And inhale, come up, reach both arms up. And then exhale, come to a cactus arm. Lifting just the chest, making sure you're not sinking into the low back here, just from the shoulder blades up, gentle chest opener. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, dive over the legs, take a forward fold. Hands come to the shins, inhale, come to a flat back. Release the hands, step yourself back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Scoop your elbows in and slide the chest forward, bringing shoulders directly over wrists. Plank. Fire up through your inner thighs. Find those lower core muscles between belly button and pubic bone, zipping in and up. Broaden through the chest. Lengthen the back of the neck. Make sure you're not sagging your head down here. Spine is nice and long. And lift the hips, press back, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. It's time to slide forward to plank. Drop the knees, squeeze the elbows in. Exhale as you lower down. Come to the tops of the feet, just one breath, and then baby cobra, legs engaged. Lift up, and then exhale, press up onto the knees through tabletop. Take the toes, press back. Downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Gaze up, step up. Flat back, inhale. Exhale, fold. Knees a little bit soft. Press into the feet. Lift up through the belly. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, join the hands at the heart. Take a breath in, reach up. And exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Slide forward to plank. Inhale, exhale, move through half on the knees or full chaturanga. Coming through cobra or upward dog. In the upward dog, thighs are lifted. And then the belly pulls you back. Downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze up, step up. Top of the mat. Flat back, hands to the shins. Send the hips back, crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold, release the neck. Knees a little soft as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw the hands to the heart. Good, we'll do 1 more like that on your own, so I won't cue you, just follow your own breath. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Don't worry about getting the sequence right. Just find your own pace. Enjoy this opportunity. Moving with intention. And as you arrive downward dog, we'll take 3 breaths here. And gaze up at the hands. Step up. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Soft knees as you inhale, reach up. And then exhale, hands join at the heart once more. Take a breath in. And a breath out. From here, sink the hips down, reach the arms up, find Utkatasana. We'll take 5 breaths here. See if you can shift the weight back into the heels. Lift the chest a little bit away from the thighs, and then sink down, get lower. Legs can be together or apart, but check that your knees track straight over the center of the foot. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, make sure the inner shoulders aren't creeping up around your neck. Get lower. 1 more breath, inhale, and then exhale, fold forward over the legs. Long spine, inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, make your way through vinyasa, or right to downward dog. Use your breath. Vinyasas can be on the knee, half, or full chaturanga. Take a breath in, and then a breath out. Inhale, reach the right leg way up and back behind you, and then step that right foot up between the hands. Drop your left heel, come right into warrior 1, stack your knee over your ankle, then reach forward and up. See if you can scissor, right hip back, left hip forward, pulling the left ribs forward, looking down into that right thigh, and then check in with your left foot. If you've rolled to the inside of the foot, try to place some more weight on the outside of the foot. Drop the shoulders. And then from here, we're going to thread the right arm under the left, coming to eagle arms. Inhale. Reach the elbows up. And then exhale, fold forward, coming into a humble warrior here. Press into that right heel. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, fold forward once more. So 2 more like this. You should feel some heat building in your right hamstring and glute. And on this next one, stay in your warrior one, come up, unravel the arms, reach up. And then exhale, plant the hands. Move through vinyasa, or you can always just go right to downward dog, your choice, use your breath. Take a breath in, and a breath out. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, step it up between the hands, drop that right heel down. Bring your left knee directly over the ankle and keep it there. Reach forward and up. Square the hips, left hip back, right hip forward. And then check in. Sometimes when I do that, my right outer foot pops up, so check back in and place it back down. Lengthen through the low back. Slide that knee over the ankle. And this time we'll thread left arm under right. Reach eagle arms. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Knees up. Exhale, squeeze the elbows into your belly, hinge forward. Pressing into that left heel. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge forward, sending the hips back. Twice more. Keep a nice deep bend in your left knee. Last time. Keep that bend in the knee, staying in warrior one. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, hands come down. Move through vinyasa or right to downward dog. Take a breath in. Breath out. One more breath. Gaze up, gently step. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Sink the hips down, reach the arms up, Utkatasana. And then exhale, hands to the heart, come to stand at the top of your mat. Good, one more breath. In Utkatasana, hips down, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, move through vinyasa or right to downward dog. Finding yourself in downward dog. Leave here, take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. This time, open the hip, bend the knee. Reaching your right heel towards your left sit bone. Try to stay square in the shoulders, so make sure you haven't rolled that right shoulder open. And then extend the right leg up, inhale. Exhale, you're going to come forward to a plank. Bring the right knee to the right tricep, and then the left tricep, and the right tricep, and the left tricep. Once more, right and left. And extend that leg up and back. Take a breath in. Exhale, pull the knee to the nose, come to plank, and then plant the foot. You prepare for a high lunge. Before you come up, come to the fingertips. And see if you can pull that right hip back and press into the ball of the right foot. Then find your left inner thigh, really fire it up. Pull into the belly. When you set that foundation, you can come up. Hands always come to the hips or the thigh. The shoulders are crunching up. Okay, we'll take that same cactus arm, take a breath and reach up. Once more, inhale, reach up. Exhale. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, plant the hands. Feel the right arm open, take a twist. And then release that hand down. We'll heel open into warrior two on the right side. So right leg forward, left leg back. Open that right knee over the center of the foot. Engage through your left quad. Shoulders over hips, drop the shoulders. So you've got zipping up through your inner thighs here as if you want to pull the mat together underneath you. And then take a breath in, reach back. And stay here. If you like this variation, reach your hand between your shoulder blades. And stretch through the flat area. And then from here, we'll straighten the right leg, preparing for triangle. So reach out, flipping forward, and then let that hand land on the leg wherever it lands. Make sure you're not locking your knees here, so you might do a little micro bend, especially in that front knee, and then checking with your back left leg. Make sure the thigh is gripping the thigh bone. See if you can pull those left ribs back a little bit, letting the right ribs roll forward. Pressing into the ball of the right foot. Going in through the core. Pulling its lower ribs in. You take a breath in, use the core, draw yourself all the way up, and we'll turn both toes to the side of the mat. You might be a little pigeon-toed even here. Bring your hands to the low back. Zip up through your front thighs here, and inhale, open the chest. Then exhale, fold forward, hands come down. Start with the hands just right under the shoulders in a flat back position. Make sure your lower ribs are pulling in, that you haven't let them collapse. And then plant your left hand under your nose. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Hold here. Make sure your left hip hasn't sunk down towards your mat. Lift it up so your sacrum stays even. And put that top hand there to check if you can quite feel what's going on. Inhale, exhale, tighten the core and see if you can twist yourself using the core muscles. Reach up. And then release down, replace the left hand with the right. Inhale, stretch the left arm up. Checking with that right hip, good drop, so lift it up. And see if you can send the crown of the head further forward, hips back. Use the breath to twist yourself open. And exhale, release down. Now this time walk the hands further back, right between the feet, about shoulder width. Take a breath in and then exhale, fold, drawing the top of the head towards the floor. Squeezing the elbows in, stacking elbows over wrists. Make sure your thighs are zipping up here, kneecaps lifted. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. And then inhale, come all the way back up to stand. Turn the right toes back to the front of your mat. Sink down into warrior two. Take a breath in, reach back. And then exhale, come forward to side angle. As you come forward, pull the right hip back, the same as you do in triangle. Make sure you're not collapsing into that right shoulder here. So it's there for support to help pull the right ribs forward, not for the weight of the torso. You find that same engagement with your inner thighs as if you're pulling your mat together underneath you. Left ribs pull back. Do 2 more breaths here. And then inhale, reach back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel around and down. Step back, move through a vinyasa or just straight to downward facing dog. Stick with your breath. Find downward dog. Take a breath in. Breath out. And then inhale, reach the left leg up and back behind you. Bend the knee, open the hip. Make sure that left shoulder can open out, keep it square. And then reach the leg up, inhale. Exhale, forward to plank, left knee, left tricep. Right tricep. Left tricep. Right tricep. Once more. Left. Right. And up and back, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, come forward. And then step the foot up between the hands. So we'll prepare again, come up onto the fingertips, pull the left hip back, fire up your right inner thigh, belly zipped up. Then reach up, find your high lunge. Lifting up out of the waist, dropping through the shoulders. Take a breath in. Exhale, elbows pull back. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach up. And then exhale, plant the hands. Bring the right hand against the left foot. Peel the left arm open. Find your twist. Reaching crown of the head forward. Hips back. Pulling in through the core. And then from here, we'll cartwheel up and around and find warrior two. So check that your left toes point straight forward, right toes to the side of the mat. Slide the front knee over the ankle. Shoulders are relaxed, fingertips reaching away from one another. Firm up through that back thigh, and again, find that inner thigh engagement. Pulling the heels towards one another. Inhale, reach back. Maybe bend that top arm, getting that tricep and lat stretch. Pull in through those lower ribs. Inhale yourself up, straighten both legs. Make sure the thighs are zipped up. And then hinge forward, pulling that left hip way back before you tip over into your triangle. Continue to engage the thighs a lot. Press into the ball of the left foot. And see if you can pull the right ribs back a little bit. Plugging that top shoulder, you can roll it forward here. So plug it into the back body, opening through the collarbones. And then pressing firmly into the feet, use the belly, draw yourself up. Right back into our warrior two. Inhale, open the chest, reach back. And then exhale, side angle, forearm to the thigh, right arm up and over. So again, make sure you're not leaning into that left arm. It's just there to pull the elbow into the knee, pulling the left ribs further forward. Find the inner thighs. Check in with those lower ribs, make sure they haven't popped out. And inhale, draw yourself up. This time we'll face the front again. Bring the hands to the heart. And we're just going to start to shift from one leg to the other, coming back and forth. It's more comfortable. You can bring hands on the thighs, or even bring the hands to the floor here as you're shifting side to side. Keep the chest open. Make sure you're not collapsing through the chest and upper back. If you want to come over to one side and hang out here, you can come down. You can even let those extended toes come up and then use this elbow against the knee to press the hip open. Finding that nice opening in the hip, inner thigh. Make sure you're taking big breaths. And if you're shifting, continue to shift. You've held one side, come on over to the other side. Chest open, breathe into the hips. And then press yourself up. Let's toe heel the feet in. So they're a little wider than the hips, toes pointed a little out. And go ahead and have a seat in Malasana. So if this isn't comfortable, you can come to Baddha Konasana. If you happen to have one or two blocks, you can also sit on blocks as an option here. You won't be here too long. Elbows pressing into the knees, chest opening, spine lifting. And go ahead and plant the hands, lift the hips up, and toe heel the feet this time to inner hip width. We're going to take a forward fold. So bend the knees as much as you need to get your yogi toe hold. First two fingers on the inside of the big toe. Thumb goes on top of the big toe thumbnail. And then take a breath in, bending knees as much as you need to get your chest on your thighs, coming to a flat back. And you might stay here if your hamstrings are already screaming. You can also start to fold, pulling the elbows out, shoulders pulling up the back. Focus more on length of the spine than getting the legs straight. Inhale, gaze forward, come to a flat back. Exhale, bring the hands to the waist. And then inhale, come all the way up to stand. Okay, I'm just going to take a balancing pose. So spreading out through all the toes. Go ahead and bend your right leg. Reaching, if you can, for the inside of the right ankle. And then reach the left arm up overhead. This might be enough. Make sure you're not sinking into this bottom hip here. So press down into the foot, getting tall. You can stay here or start to kick the foot back, moving forward. You want to move towards being square here. It's pretty impossible to get all the way square, but try to avoid letting your left shoulder come like way back behind you and opening that, right shoulder, right hip, mirroring. Make sure that bottom thigh is engaged. You might give a little micro bend to protect the bottom knee as well. And lift up, one more breath in. And exhale slowly, control, release. Give yourself a little wiggle. Preparing for the other side, spread out all 10 toes, all four corners of both feet. And when you're ready, left heel picks up, reaching for the inner ankle or foot. Reach the right arm up, hold here for a breath, check in with the hips, make sure you haven't sagged down, so press down to lift up. And then stay here, or you start to hinge. Bringing the left shoulder and left hip forward along with you. Checking with that bottom leg, make sure you're not locking the knee. Lift the chest. And then gently come out. Take the breath in, bring the hand to the heart, exhale, release. If you're not facing the top of your mat, go ahead and do so now. And we'll all take a vinyasa and meet in downward facing dog. And we just step away from downward dog if you're feeling done. And then from here, we'll bring the right foot up to the outside of the right hand. Ready for lizard pose. The back knee is down here. And you can stay up on your hands or come down to one or both forearms. If you happen to have a block, it's a great place to bring the ground up. Just find a place where you can release for a moment. You might kind of rock the hips around a little bit here. Find some movement. And then from here, we're going to walk the hands away from your leg as far as you can. And you can stay up on the hands or come down one or both forearms again. And again, you can find a little movement here. And then walk yourself back in. And this time we'll bring the right hand up to your knee and take a twist. Look all the way back behind you. You can let the left hip drop forward. And then walk yourself up. From here, walk the foot back in. And you're going to slide your right foot in towards the pelvis, and then the right knee forward, preparing you for pigeon. If you notice there's no pain in your knee, go ahead and punch your back for figure four. And also use block under the right hip to get yourself up. Start by checking on your back leg with the top of the knee and foot. Square that back hip forward, shoulders forward, and then with a long spine, you lay yourself out over that right leg. Breathe in, expand the back. Exhale, release the chest. Take a few more breaths here. See if you can slide your left hip forward, right hip back. Adjust your arms if you need to, so the shoulders can be open. And slowly walk yourself back up to the hands. And slide back. You can go through tabletop, maybe wiggle the hips a little bit. Move to downward dog, maybe take some knee circles. Eventually finding downward dog on the other side. So let's take a breath in and a breath out. And then step the left foot up outside the left hand. Drop the back knee. And you can stay up here or lower down. Softening through the neck. Breathing into the hip. And then when you're ready, you can come on up and walk as far away from your leg as possible here. Stay up or come down. And you can move a little bit if that feels good. And then walk yourself back in. Bring your left hand up onto the thigh and take your twist. Squeeze all the way back towards the back foot. You really peel that left shoulder back. And then walk yourself back. Bring the foot in towards the midline. Slide the foot in towards the pelvis and then the knee forward. I like to start with the foot in towards you to get really square. And then keeping square, if you can wriggle it up and you can deepen the stretch a little bit, but check that your back foot is straight back. Shoulders are nice and square with a long spine. You can lay the spine out and find your pigeon. Breathe in, expand through the back ribs. Super slow, exhale. Again, like that. See if you can pull the left hip back, right hip forward and down. Take a couple more big long breaths here. And then slowly walk yourself up. Slide that leg back, come through tabletop or downward dog. Circle the knee a little bit. And then finding downward dog, slide your hips forward, come to a plank. And then we're going to take 5 long counts to lower to the belly. So you might do this on your knees. Take a breath in, exhale, elbows squeeze in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good. Come on. The belly, walk the hips back, so a nice long spine. See if you can bring the legs together. We'll start with the hands back by the hips, palms facing down. Engage the legs, tuck the pelvis, belly up, and peel off just the chest and head. Make sure you're looking down, not forward. You want to punch your neck. Stay here. Option to float the legs and or hands. Your legs are up. See if you can challenge yourself to squeeze them together and straighten them. It means they don't lift quite as high. You want them nice and long. Reach back, reach the crown of the head forward. Take about 5 breaths here. If you want to play with moving the arms around, feel free. You can also clasp the hands behind the back. Thumbs away from the low back. Really straighten the legs, lift them up, lift the chest. One more breath. And lower down, hands under the shoulders. Press up and back, find child's pose. As you're ready, bring the hips to one side, swing the legs around in front of you. And we'll start with Baddha Konasana, so sliding the heels in towards the body, cross the hands under the feet, or just grab the ankles, whatever's comfortable. Take a breath in, and then exhale, stay here, or hinge forward slightly, keeping the chest open. Maybe the elbows push on the thighs gently. Apply just a little bit of pressure with the feet inwards towards one another to engage the inner thighs as you stretch. And then inhale yourself up. And then from here, we'll keep the right leg in, extend the left leg out. So have a little bit more than 90 degrees between your thigh bones here. Sometimes we do Janu Shirshasana more square. This time we're going to do it a little bit more open. And take a twist over that extended left leg, and then hinge forward. I like to put my right hand on the outside of the shin here, or even foot if you can get a hold of it. And then the left hand, that's like a kickstand behind me to help press and twist as I fold. You should get a nice deep stretch in the outer like love handle area here. Scoop into the belly gently. And inhale yourself up. And then from here, thread your left arm through, grab a hold of your right thigh, and reach the right arm up and over to the side. So just lever, pull the right side open. You can energize your fingertips and reach a little bit more, deepening the stretch in the upper side body. One more breath in and out. And inhale yourself up. And go ahead and just switch legs. So again, make sure the thighs are opening a little bit. Take a nice deep twist. Reach the left hand outside the leg or foot. Right hand comes like a kickstand to help press and twist as you fold. Open the chest. A little scoop with the low belly can help you get deeper here. Inhale yourself up. Thread the right arm through, grab on, and take that side bend, reaching over, stretch out through the arm and fingertips. Gently inhale yourself up. Good. From here, go ahead and roll yourself down onto your mat. And all the way down. Scoot the heels in towards your hips. Plant the palms. We'll just take one nice long bridge, about 10 breaths. So if you have a block and you know you want to do supported bridge, please feel free to place the block under the sacrum. Otherwise, we'll press into the feet, heel the hips up. Maybe walk the shoulders towards one another, under the back, reaching for the heels or clasping the hands. Make sure you have space in your neck, so you walk your shoulders down, away from the head. Check in with your knees, make sure they're not splaying out, pressing into the balls of the feet. Feeling the glutes and hamstrings working here. Big long breaths, filling up the belly. Take about 3 more breaths, see if you can press into the feet, lift up higher. And gently release the hands if they're clasped. Pull down vertebrae by vertebrae, sequencing through the spine, let the hips arrive here, and then just take one big full breath. And draw the knees into the chest. Slide the left leg out, pull the right knee in. We'll take a nice long twist to finish. So cross the right knee across the body. Keep the gaze over the right shoulder. One more big breath. And roll yourself back up. Draw both knees in. Nice squeeze. Right leg out. Cross the left leg over. Gaze over the left shoulder. Let the shoulders become heavy. Gently roll yourself back up. And we'll extend both legs out, arms out, move to Shavasana just for a couple minutes here. Take a breath in, open the mouth, exhale, let it go. And then let's all breathe in deeply and retain the air. Fill up the belly, the ribs, the lungs, the chest. Hold. And without forcing, just let it go. Open the mouth, like you're deflating a balloon. Eyes closed. Feel the sound of the rain instead of music. The body get a little heavier. Support of the earth. As you're ready, gently rolling over to the right as the knees come to the chest. Let the head be heavy. Press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to the heart. Take a breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Bring the thumbs at the third eye, center of the forehead. Namaste. Thank you for sharing your practice. If you have a minute, I'm going to take you off mute if you want to say hi. Love to see your faces. Let's see if I can figure this out. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for joining. It's good to see you. I hope you're all staying dry. Has Lily been for any walks today?
Not yet.
I had to put our dog in the basement for this class so you wouldn't hear her.
Probably should have done the same.
Well, it's good to see you all. Hi, Julia. Hi, Emmett. We'll be announcing the schedule. I think it's week by week, so just read your emails and look at the website, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
Bye.